Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. Today I'll be rehousing a couple millipede colonies. I don't think I've featured these millipedes before, but I've been keeping them for maybe a couple months at this point, and millipedes have honestly really grown on me. They're not quite as badass as centipedes are. Hey, you are my favourite. You will always be my favourite. But I don't think it'll hurt the centipedes to give the millipedes a bit of attention. So anyway, I have two separate colonies of two different species here. In here, I've got Australocricus perditus. And here I have a random species that pops up on my driveway whenever it rains. Yes, that's a very scientific description, I know. So let's get to the point anyway and get them into their new enclosures. So these are the new enclosures, just a little bit more roomy, because millipedes, I don't like to keep them alone. When it comes to millipedes, the more the merrier. Now, there's three of them in here, and I'm just going to move the stuff into the box. Australocricus perditus, at least from what I've seen, is an arboreal, or at least partially, mycelium, is a partially arboreal species. Most of the times I've found these in the wild, they've been living under the bark of eucalyptus trees, so very similar habitat to huntsmen. In fact, pretty much every time I've found these, it's when I've been looking for huntsmen. And I think I see one. Hi. Yeah. Ah yeah, there's one. So they're not an especially large millipede, but I do like the coloration, the red legs and those rusty coloured bands. Pretty cool. And there's another one. You know, now that I'm allergic to centipedes, focus. Where is it? Oh, there you are. It is very good to have a many-legged animal that I can actually handle. Centipedes, you've seen me handling them previously, and I even let myself get bitten by one. But now that I'm allergic and the potential consequences of a bite are far greater, it's just not something I'm willing to risk anymore. But these guys, they're harmless. No, not the sleeve, not the sleeve. You get back here. What were you thinking of doing? Not the sleeve, my friend. Yes, that's it. That's a good boy. I do know that I'd have both sexes in here because I have caught them mating a couple times actually, so fingers crossed for babies at some point. Oh, millipedes just have the cutest faces. Okay, so that little bug you can see walking on the millipede there is a mite. And unlike the mites that you sometimes get on other arthropod pets, like the mites that I was cleaning off one of my funnel webs, which I think is the most viewed video on my channel at the moment. The mites on the millipedes are harmless and potentially even beneficial. What are you doing? Not the sleeve again. Go the other way. Yes, good. Go the other way, please. Why do you like your own butt that much? Okay, go in. Just go in. Well, that was fun. Now, there is one more millipede in here, and I can already see it. There it is. Right, very gently plop it in. And just empty the rest of the substrate too. Another thing I'm also going to do is add in this extra bit of pulpy wood. Now this is the main diet of most millipedes. So you do feed them things like fruits and vegetables as supplementary foods, but this is what they mostly feed on. And that should do for the Australocricus. On to the other millipedes. There's some. So like I said, these guys just pop up on the driveway whenever it's been raining. Sometimes I find them half drowned, so I take them in to nurse them up a little bit. And most of the time they recover. And unlike the Australocricus, where I've got 3 of them in there, there's actually quite a bunch in here. In fact, I don't know exactly how many, but it's a fair few. Same procedure, basically. Just probably longer, because like I said, there are a fair bit more millipedes in there. I just moved the top bits of wood, and already I can see quite a lot of them. And whatever this millipede species is, it does seem to be a bit variable in coloration. Like, you can see some here. Some are very similar to the Australocricus, they're just a bit smaller. Others are rather paler in coloration, and there are some in here that are dark red. Oh, there's actually more in here than I realised. Wow. This is like one of those fossil excavation toys that you buy in museum gift shops. Except, of course, you're dealing with live millipedes. So here's one of the red ones that I was mentioning. I think there's 2 like that in here. And yeah, so quite a nice distinctive coloration. Oh, you want to stay on me as well, do you? Fine. Like, I can... Oh, can you just... Oh my goodness. Centipedes are uncooperative because they're not friendly. And millipedes are uncooperative because they're too friendly. You can't win. Mate, I know you love me, and honestly, I cannot see why. But please, go back in here with all your friends. Well, that took a bit longer than it should have, didn't it, sir? Off. Get off. Thank you. Oh, I think that's the other red one. Well, looks like the whole ginger stereotype applies to millipedes just as much as humans. Ah, another red one. Just smaller this time. I think that might be all of them. But now I'm just going to empty the rest of the substrate in there with them. One, because, well, look at the place. There's a lot of empty space and the millipedes aren't going to do too well as is. But also, millipedes lay their eggs in the substrate. They're not like centipedes that actively stay with them and guard them. they're very negligent parents. So I don't want to be accidentally discarding any eggs in here, which means I'm just gonna empty all the substrate in. So there we have it. I thought this video would be over with a lot quicker than that, but well, they surprised me. Anyway, if you enjoyed this video, then feel free to subscribe and check out some of my other uploads. Let me know what you thought in the comments section as well. Thank you very much for watching. That is it from me, and I shall see you again very soon.